Test.
Yeah, let me know if you hear my voice when I start speaking now. 3, 2, 1. I am speaking now. Speaking. Hello, everyone. Welcome. All right, good. I'll switch to Discord for you. There's not as much of a delay. Hello, folks. We are running. All right. Screen sharing. All right. Yeah, I can probably do that. We're gonna test it anyways, because if it doesn't work, we'll, yeah. I'm gonna go 720p, 15 frames per second, just to save data, but it looks better on the actual. Do what? Okay. Well, what we're gonna do today is test a system of a Nintendo, an old Nintendo NES. I'm actually going to set it up this time and not. Last time I had it all set up and ready to go, but this time I want to set it up on camera because some other customers have requested that in the past for like that Sega system that we tested last week or 2 weeks ago. No, it was last week. Yeah, the Sega system we tested. The person wanted to know how to set up a retro system with a new TV. So this is essentially the same thing. It's just a little bit different. But yeah, and normally in future streams I'll have a second camera over here that is going to zoom in and have a close-up of things, but for the moment I only have one camera working live. So I'll turn the laptop so you can see. This is the system here. I'll have to do it at a little bit of an angle because I don't want to block the other camera too much. That one's going to be better camera. I can give you a brief descriptor. This is the NES, the actual one. I have not opened this up yet. I'm going to open it up and, oh, can you hear me still? Okay, wasn't sure. I just didn't hear anything. And yeah, so yep, and I'm being extra pretentious with my gloves so that my fingerprints don't cause any unwanted effects on the box. Because people pay a lot of money for these. And and this is an authentic Sears. And there's actually a little a card that came with this that is from the mall where this was pre-ordered from. So somebody had actually mail ordered this from a catalog. I'll show that card in a different part of the video. But for the live video, we are mostly interested in just the system. It's in a pretty nice condition box. I've got both of the styrofoam containers. That's good. And here we have it. It is the actual original system. It's actually a different. The one I had a gray gun and when I was a kid, but this one is a very similar. And well, the rumor is that the original gun here. I'll show you the original gun. I don't know if this is actually true, but back in the day, the rumor was is that parents got upset that uh, these guns looked too realistic, and that there was a rumor that somebody actually there was a rumor. It was a rumor, and I remember this very clearly that somebody had actually robbed a bank with one of these, and I'm very convinced it was just a propaganda thing for some political scare tactics. And then and according to that story, that's why they changed the color to orange. But it's also possible they just had two colors, and that was their only thought process. Mm-hmm. All right. Well, I'm going to set this up now. This looks like it does have all of the components, which is great. It's got the controllers, you got the power adapter, and all the connectors. It looks like it has a at least the regular analog. I'll have to use my demodulator for this. It looks like. Okay. Yep. And I'm gonna do the setup. I guess I'll do it on this camera first. That way it's easier for you guys to see. And I'll adjust the other camera when I'm done. Yeah, it does look really nice on the other camera, so I hopefully can get that working live next time. Yep, it might, yeah, it wouldn't hurt. We'll see though how. Yeah, well, it's not too bad once you get used to it, and then the headaches all come from just the technical setup of the first, getting all the cameras and all the adapters to work. So, all right. Now, okay. So now we have all of the components. I'm going to move the box out of the way so it's not going to fall on something. Okay. So, system. This is going to be, try to get this on the streaming camera first, I suppose. Okay. Yeah, this was my first ever experience with a video game system. Before this, I only thought there were movies, like VHS tapes for TVs. And this was like 1986, if I remember right. So I would have been 3. Yeah. Yeah, there definitely were a lot of games before that, but yeah, absolutely. It was just I didn't know that games existed before I saw one of these. This from my own life experience at the time. Yeah, and that blew my mind, especially being able to shoot ducks with the duck hunt guns. And interestingly enough, my first questions were, "How does it work?" I was interested in playing the games, but I was really interested in understanding how it's possible. Like how do you do it? So, sure did. Yeah, I was very interested in medical everything, like even things that make exactly all the things that make parents uncomfortable talking to their children about. I wanted to know everything. Mm-hmm. Yep, right. And yeah, and my parents did that a little bit too. They were alarmed by some of my curiosity and questions, but eventually, eventually, I learned to uh, not talk about it and just yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You know, my parents would say, "God made it," and then I would say the same thing. Why? How? It is. What? It's also right. Exactly. And that was the question I think my mind was looking for, not the but it is also the more convenient way to explain it to kids when you're a parent. Just say God did it. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, these are the things that confused us kids growing up. But all right, we're getting there. I do have to get another cable. I have to run over to the other side of the room and get a cable. I forgot. Then I'll plug that in. So do some talking and entertain the people. All right, I got the cable. I'm on my way back. Yep. Dun dun dun. All right, good enough. That'll do for now. I'm back now. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. Mm-hmm. I'm using this additional cable because you can use an AV cable instead of the RF cables on these Nintendo systems. And most people aren't, I wouldn't say most people, but a lot of people don't even realize that you can do that. So it's way more convenient for modern TVs that have RCA cables. More modern, at least. There's way obsolete nowadays, but they're much better than the RF signal the radio signal that older TV uses. Okay, so this is the raw cable, and I'm plugging that into an adapter here. This is complicated, but this is how you have to do it. And this adapter goes, this particular adapter goes to USB, but most people would get an adapter that would go to HDMI. Yes, but for capturing video, USB works better for my particular setup. So I'm plugging that in now. And now I just need to get the laptop does, and that's where I'm capturing the signal. And, yes, for streaming. Yep. Okay. Uh-oh. I might have to restart the stream because it might have glitched it. Hold on. Things got weird. Alright. I'm going to restart OBS. Something got goofed when I plugged in the system. I'm hearing static though. I guess listen to the stream. Listen to the stream and tell me if there's any static or something. But if it looks fine now, it might have been just a temporary like internet problem, but I can't tell. It looks glitchy on my end, but it could be just me.